Alrighty, welcome back to room 13 video. And we're going to be looking at, oh gosh, what a voice on Adele, huh? She's amazing. As we listen to Rolling in the Deep, we're going to work on 44 and 3600ths times 5 and 2/10. I told you before that that decimal point is always going to mean the word and. So let's get started. When you solve these, you guys can use graph paper if it helps. I can't use graph paper because it's just not the way that I learned. So the very first thing we're going to do, one thing I like to show students is if you have trouble multiplying using multi-digit numbers, literally cover up this number at first, okay? So then now it's just 44 and 3600ths times 2/10. All right, so then you just get started. 2 times 6, 12. I'm going to put the 2 there. I'm going to carry that 1. It's actually not a 1, it's a 10. And then you're going to just go 2 times 3 is 6, plus 1 is 7. Again, 2 times 4 is 8. And then one more time, 2 times 4 is 8. So this is your first product. This is your first product of numbers right here, okay? When you multiply by 2 digits down here, okay, and there are 2 digits, you will have 2 products of numbers. I'm sorry, 2 rows of products. Now, because you're done multiplying with the 2, you can literally just cross it out, okay? You're already done multiplying everything, your first number by 2/10, so you can just cross it out. Once you do that, though, you really need to put a 0 as a placeholder, okay? Because now you're going to move over and multiply by this 5 ones, okay? And then you just do exactly what you did with the 2. 5, always starting with the number farthest to the right. So 5 times 6 is 30. Put a 0 there. 3 here. 5 times 3 is 15. Plus 3 is 18. So I'm going to put the 8 there and carry this 1, which is actually a 1. And then you're going to do 5 excuse me, times 4 is 20. Plus 1 is 21. Okay, I have to make sure that I carry this 2 over, okay, to the tens place. 5 times 4 is 20. Plus 2 is 22. Okay, here's my second row of products right here. So I'm good. I've multiplied everything I have. Now, I just have to add my products together to get my final answer, okay? I don't have to explain this to you because I'm assuming that you know and are very comfortable with adding. So this is what I get for my product at the end. Now, here's the most important thing when you are, well, one of the most important things. When you are multiplying using decimals, you have to count over as many decimal places as your numbers have. And I'll show you what I mean. Here I've got 1 decimal place, and here I've got 1, 2 decimal places. When you add 1 decimal place and the 2, you get 3 decimal places. 1, 2, 3. And that is where the decimal is going to live in your answer, okay? Very, very important. It's a huge mistake if you have a decimal here or here or even over here. Do the best that you can tonight for homework. One thing I didn't really mention that I will stress in class, before you even multiply, before you multiply at all, I want you to estimate about what the answer will be. So if I'm looking at 44 wholes, I'm going to say, no, that's about, I'm just going to estimate that that's about 40, okay? Wholes, whole numbers, okay? And this is obviously 5. So I say, well, 40 times 5 is going to give me 200. So I know my answer has to be somewhere around 200. and then I'm going to check, is it somewhere around 200? Yes, it is. And that's my answer.